Hey Yugi nerds and duelists, this is team leader of Team Graveshadow's FriedChicken. I'm here to show you Lightsworn deck profile. Lightsworn's were really good in the past. And you know, it's a really good card. I want to bring back the deck. Here goes. I use 2 Arcus because no Lightsworn monsters anywhere in my graveyard, my hands, or the field can be affected by spells, traps, or card effects. Really good card. I don't see people using him. You know, I'm not going to explain the milling effects because, you know, all Lightsworn monsters mill, so I don't have to explain that. You already know it. 2 Garroth, you know, each time a card is sent to the graveyard by a Lightsworn effect, draw, like I can send the top 2 cards from my deck to the graveyard and draw 1 card for every Lightsworn sent that way. 2 Jane, just because during the battle phase and damage step, this card gains 300 attack. While it attacks a monster. No, you can't be attacked and gain 300. Really good card. Best card in the Lightsworn deck, Lumina. Once returned, you know, discard 1 card and then target 1 level 4 or lower Lightsworn monster in my graveyard. Special summon it, and you know it's a really good card. Like if you go into Lumina and then you special summon another Luma, you can get another Lightsworn monster. Really good card. Next is Lila. Lila's a really good card. During my main phase, I can target 1 spell or trap card my opponent controls, change it to defense, and pop it. But the only thing is that I cannot change the battle position of this card unless by the effect of a card effect. Next is Raikou. Raikou, when it's flipped, target 1 card on the field, destroy that target, send top 3 cards, blah, you know, all that stuff. Lightsworns are really good because they have Mr. 21 beater. Bad draw, beater. Alright. Wolf. Wolf, you know, when it's milled to my graveyard, gets a special summon it. If it's in your hand, dead draw. Celestia, really good card. Tribute a Lightsworn monster. Send top 4 cards to my deck. And, you know, pop 2 cards. Really good card. You know, the only cost is that you have to tribute a Lightsworn monster to get its effect. Big Daddy, JD. When I have 4 or more Lightsworn monsters with different names in my graveyard, special summon him, pay 1,000, blow up the field. Already said 3k beater, but that's already done. 3 Maroon Dogs. People don't use a Maroonie. I really love my doggy. Maroon Dog is really good because when it's sent to the graveyard, you know, add it to my deck and then shuffle, yeah. Because it's good because if I'm about to deck out, let's say if I act like if I mill 3 cards, they all 3 go back, mill again, go back, go back, go back, go back, and I won't deck out. Really good card, love them. Of course, everybody has to use the Honest in the deck. I wish it was still at 3. Really good card. Card Trooper, double Necro Gardener, really good card. Banish it to negate 1 attack. 1 Plague, you know I still got a Synchro. BLS, you know, good card. You know, the summoning conditions because I have the Darks, Necro Gardener, Plague. I can select the 1 monster in the field, remove it from play. I can't attack during. It can't attack during the turn I activate it. Or if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, I can attack once again in a row. Chaos Sorcerer, exactly like BLS, weaker, and also BLS is a 3k beater, amazing. Chaos Sorcerer, 1 light, 1 dark. I can target 1 face-up monster on the field, banish it, and Chaos Sorcerer can attack the turn during that. That's it for the monsters. Now time for the spells. Solar Recharge, discard 1 Lightsworn monster, draw 2 cards, and send top 2 cards of the deck to the graveyard. It's really good, and when you mill with a Lightsworn deck, you have to pray to get Wolf. And it's, or like, you know, get a 1 Lumina in the graveyard. But basically I built this deck off of, like, you know, I won't say milling because all Lightsworn decks mill, but like I really like this card because I don't have to use so much, like, you know, like cards that negate like spell or traps and etc. Like, you know, 7 tools and all that stuff. Solar Recharge, really good card. Discard 1 Lightsworn. You draw 2 cards. I already explained it. Next is Charge of the Light Brigade. Send top 3 cards of my deck to graveyard. Add 1 level 4 or lower Lightsworn monster from my deck to my hand. Really good. It gives you enough strategy. I'm not surprised it's limited to 1. It should be at 2, but you know. Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is used just to get out, like, you know, guard, like used to get Gardener in there, Lumina in there, or Wolf. Wolf is, you know, best choice if you have this guy on the field, Arcus. You know, Arcus is really good. Next is Plague. Plague Spreader, you know, I still need the Synchro, Dark, get BLS, Chaos Sorcerer. But, like, you can send it, like, with Foolish Burial to the Graveyard Plague. I still got to, you know, Synchro and stuff. Double Pot, you know, Pot, of course. I do special summon in this deck, but, you know, I still need to get my drawing power. I'm thinking of putting a Potter Avarice in here. Really good choice. Monster Reincarnation, 2 of them. Discard 1 card, add 1 monster card. I use it to get the Judge JD. Of course, I need to get JD in my hand if I know that it's in the graveyard and, you know, there are 4 or more different Lightsworn monsters in my graveyard. Or I can use it just to get, like, you know, Arcus or Garroth or anything. I can get any monster with it. Next, Monster Reborn, of course, staple, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. Next is for the traps, Beckoning Light. I don't really like the card, that's why I don't run 2 or 3, because I don't really fancy it or use it. You know, discard all cards in my hand, add the same number like of light monsters from the graveyard equal to the number of cards I discarded to my hand. Now, I don't really like the card just because maybe I need the cards in my hand or something. Next is Lightsworn Barrier. Like, if somebody attacks me, I can mill 2 cards from my deck to negate the attack, and there's no limit. Really good card. I like it a lot. But it has to be a face-up Lightsworn monster. Double Bottomless, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Solemn, 1 Warning. I don't use 2 warning. 1 warning for this deck. Next is side deck. Double Veiler. I didn't have space for it in my deck. I don't have, like, I don't know what to take out. That's why I made a deck profile so the viewers can help me. Triple Thunder King Ryo. Double Constellar Belt. The activations of light monsters effects cannot be negated. Really good card, side deck. If, like, your opponent uses a deck that, like, negates my light monsters effects, like in the Turias or something. Next is Photon Veil, really good card. Shuffle 3 Lightsworn monsters from my hand to the deck. Add 1 to 3 level 4 light monsters from my deck to the hand. If I add 2 or more, it has to be of the same name. Lightsworn Barrier, I never know what, like, you know, I never know what I'm going up against if I might need 3. Triple Royal Decree, 1 Solemn Warning. Now it's time for the Synchros. Or Exceeds extra deck, of course. 1 Allied Justice Catastor. Arcanite Magician. I don't really use him. I threw him in there just to make this deck look a little bit more fancy. You know, I can remove 1 spell counter from a card I control, such as Arcanite, and discard 1 card on the field. Black Rose. Blow Up, of course. Bryo, best synchro card. Not saying it should be banned. Colossal Fighter, Gaia, Android, Mistworm, Red Dragon Archfiend. Thinking of taking it out and adding 2 Stardust instead. Stardust. Like, I'm not sure about this card and such, but Tempest Magician's really good. I'm thinking of taking her out and Arcanite out. 1 Thought Ruler. And double Constellar Omega, but like these are cards that haven't come out in America yet. I just threw them in there from my Dueling Network deck, so don't mind those 2. Thank you for watching my video. Please rate and subscribe. You know, hi, like United Duelists of Yu-Gi-Oh, giving me insights and stuff, how to like build decks and etc. You know, everybody should check them out. It's really good. You know, if you want to see me, come to Miami, go to Villains Comic Book Shop. Thank you. Please rate and subscribe. See you later, guys.